If you confront an individual who is addicted to drugs, a lot of time you never know the reaction that you will get. You could be brushed off, or you'll be told that the problem is under control and they'll be able to stop whenever they want. Of course, they believe this, but deep down they know it might not be entirely true. The fact is that if they have been using for long extended periods of time, despite negative consequences, the problem is already out of control. Addiction is a progressive disease. And one of the reasons that it can progress and get worse over time is because they use denial as a way to protect themselves from having to face the fact that they are addicted. The denial will tell them that they are in control. It's not a big deal, and they can stop whenever or however they want to. Some will reason that they just don't want to stop right now. They'll say that later if they want to stop, they will. Some will reason that they need to use the drug for now for whatever reason, but can stop whenever it's no longer needed. So when you confront your loved one, or even allude to the fact that he or she might need treatment, the response you may get is, "I can stop doing drugs on my own." The truth is that not many people in active addiction look at treatment as a good thing. They can think that it's outright scary, it won't work, or they don't need it. Out of 23 million Americans struggling with addiction, only 10% enter any kind of substance use treatment. Which is why, despite the fact that your loved one claims they can stop on their own, you should pursue intervention and treatment. Despite your loved one's best intentions, the chance of them stopping on their own is very slim. Not because they aren't strong enough or because they don't have enough willpower, but because of the cunning nature of addiction. Addiction affects the survival parts of the brain. This survival center of a person's brain tells them when to seek food, water, and shelter. When this portion of the brain is affected by addiction, it will tell them to use or drink before anything else. If your loved one has been using for an extended period of time, it's likely that their addiction has progressed enough to the point where they will be fighting an uphill battle if they want to stop. If they suggest that they can do it on their own, it is just not realistic. In a lot of ways, this could be a tactic to get you to back off if you've been pressing them about the issue for some time. For someone who is addicted to drugs or alcohol, facing the fact that they have a problem and need help can be very challenging. Many would rather not have that conversation. Regardless of whether your loved one realizes the need for treatment, you can get the ball rolling by staging an intervention. Intervention is effective because it helps struggling individuals see things from the perspective of the people they love. Your loved one may be minimizing the overall impact that their addiction is having. An intervention can be the tool that opens up some dialogue about what you and other close family and friends have witnessed. No matter which way you look at it, intervention is an important step to take. Of course, you want to believe in your loved one, and you want to trust that they would be able to handle this problem on their own. You might even see small amounts of progress, like maybe they start telling the truth a little bit more, or perhaps they seem to be using less. The truth is, even though they can start to show signs of getting better, addiction in its cunning nature can pull them back into that same cycle that gets worse each time. The risk is too great if you do not stage an intervention. Interventionists get into the business of doing intervention because they want to help people. It can be a stressful job, but interventionists have learned to handle it with grace, professionalism, empathy, care, and attention to detail. Our interventionists know exactly what you're facing, and we can tailor a plan to fit your loved one's needs. If you are ready to start the process of planning an intervention for your loved one, we encourage you to give us a call today. Please feel free to comment, like, or subscribe to our channel.